What's going on, Tennessee fans? It was a great recruiting day yesterday. The great University of Tennessee and their awesome #1 ranked recruiting class. Alabama, of course, as everyone knows, has had the #1 recruiting class as reported by some agency for the last 368 years. This year, it just happens to be rivals. ESPN had Alabama second. Most of your prestigious ranking services have Tennessee around the 15 spot, but there is one highly known service out there, the BVDRC. They have Tennessee ranked at #1. So I'm going to go ahead and claim the #1 recruiting class this year for the University of Tennessee. In fact, it's no secret that I've been saying ever since the Outback Bowl that Tennessee is going to win the 2016 National Championship. And to prove my point that Tennessee is going to win the National Championship this year in football, they've already got the hats. eBay got it for $5,000. 2016 National Championship. Got the sticker on it. Got the tag on it where I paid $5,000 for it. See that 5 right there? Okay, so Tennessee's recruiting class 2016 finished with a bang. You know, coming into the day, I think we were ranked somewhere around 862. That's because Butch and his staff had not yet recruited anyone. We hadn't even made the first phone call. Okay? Look, Tennessee is an extraordinary football college, and their recruiting is even better than extraordinary. Put me a word down in the comment that's better than extraordinary, and that's what we'll go with. So we'll talk about a few of Tennessee's recruits. Of course, you have to start with the flippers, the two guys that flipped from the University of Miami. You know, they were Miami recruits until they saw Mark Richt was going to be coaching, and they flipped to Tennessee. That's the story that the national media wants you to hear. In actuality, these guys were Tennessee commits all along. They just decided to kind of fuck with Mark Richt a little bit and the Miami fans. Miami fans are pretty delusional to start with, so this was a great way for these guys to, you know, to kind of ease the Miami fans out of the golden era. So it's going to go from the golden era to the silver era or the bronze era, because that's as high as Mark Richt will ever take Miami. Okay, Tennessee has 4 early enrollees. Wide receiver Jeff George, 6'6", 200, just a phenomenal, amazing, unbelievable, unreal, unrivaled wide receiver talent. We've also got DJ Henderson, a 6', 180 DB. Alexis Johnson, 6'4", 295 defensive lineman. And Marquill Osborne, 5'11", 183. Those are the guys that are on campus now, participating in off-season workouts. And everyone knows King Kongbo, Jonathan Kongbo, the #1 junior college recruit. He has 3 years of eligibility. That's right, 3 years. 6'6", 260 defensive end. Kid is going to be amazing, unbelievable, phenomenal, unrivaled. Here's a quick list of all the names that signed for Tennessee. Anyway, 6'3", 228 linebacker. Jaquane Blakely. If I butcher any of these names, my bad. Names are not something that are easily pronounced these days. Jaquane Blakely, 6'2", linebacker, 210 pounds. Devontae Brooks, 6'5", 225 tight end. Bailey Buchanan, 5'11", 187 DB. Tyler Bird. Sound familiar? It should, Miami fans. This guy's a boss. He's a beast. He's going to come in here and start immediately for the VOLS. 6', 195 athlete. Marquez Callaway, 6'2", athlete. Andrew Craig, 6'5", 240 tight end. Carlin Fields Ami, 5'11", 175 running back. Jarrett Garantano, 6'4", 205 quarterback from New Jersey, I think. Corey Henderson, 6', 170 athlete. Brandon Johnson, 6'2", 175 wide receiver. Ryan Johnson, 6'6", 275 offensive lineman. Nathan Niehaus, or is it Niehaus? I don't know. We'll call him Niehaus because I'm until I hear different. 6'6", 255 offensive lineman. Austin Pope, out of Knoxville, 6'4", 218 tight end. Logan Punch, also out of Knoxville, 6', 245 long snapper. Marcus Tatum, 6'6", 265 offensive lineman. Nigel Warrior. Latrell Williams, 5'11", 175 wide receiver. There you have it. Also, congratulations to Big Eddie Gajardo from Greenville, signed his LOI to play for the East Tennessee State Buccaneers, as well as Nick Payne, a 6'3" defensive back for the Green Devils. Big Ed comes in at 6'6", 290. Georgia, a team with a new coach this year in the SEC East. Also, South Carolina, they got Will Muschamp, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Not much to talk about there. South Carolina is back to being South Carolina until further notice. Georgia, apparently, has this same plan. You know, here's a team that, under Mark Richt, I hate to say it, but they owned Tennessee. They owned us. I forget what Mark Richt's record was against Tennessee while he was at Georgia, but it was a lot more wins than there were losses. So thank you, Georgia administration, for the retarded move of getting rid of Mark Richt. Georgia had a pretty good recruiting class. It's because it filled all of the needs that they are going to need to compete for second place in the SEC East this year. So congratulations, Bulldoggy fans. Congratulations, Uncle Lou. Magnum and your dog, your pit bull, Herschel. Still think you should have named that damn dog Butch, but hey, there can only be one number one. That's it. So if your team wasn't number one in the recruiting rankings, like my team was, don't sweat it. Anyway, that's it. Go Vols. Screw y'alls. Uncle Lou, sorry about your luck. Good luck in that race for second place next year in the East as you eat our dust. And keep your little ugly bulldog nose firmly facing in the direction of our anus. Face it, the Vols are back. 2016 is our year. We've already got the damn hats. What more proof do you need? Go Vols. Screw y'alls.